at that thing. I want you to breathe deeply in through your nose for 4 seconds, then hold for 4 seconds and breathe out for 8. So I'll just count it with you. Ready? Now science proves that if you do that for 2 minutes, your ECG and ERG, your brain waves and your heart rate, which are those jaggedy lines like that, and they're all over the place, all over the time, the two of them curve and sync up. Now I think that's quite cool, but you might be thinking, well, what does that actually do? What does it do if you sync those up? It's that feeling of being centered. When you hear about athletes being in the zone, when they're being totally focused, the whole body is pulling in one direction. That's what that is. So if you sync the two up, everything works in one direction. And that's the power of the body and how you can transform the physical state. Okay? Now, what I want to do is, it's really easy when we think of confidence. So if you adopt power pose like this, okay, and you did that for 2 minutes, it boosts your testosterone by 20%, a key hormone for confidence, and it drops your cortisol by 25%. A key hormone for anxiety and fear. So in 2 minutes, that's a 45% swing. I think for 2 minutes a day, and if you do that often enough, you become addicted to it, I promise. Now, we have loads of moments in our life already where we've been really, really confident, and we felt really good about ourselves. And often we think of, if you think of a childhood experience, not everyone has a great childhood, but we have a few moments in our life where we feel really, really good about ourselves. And I want to show you one of mine, which is quite embarrassing. I don't know if there's going to be sound for this. There might be sound for this. We don't think there's sound for this. There might not be sound for this. So this is me dancing to Michael Jackson in 1995, okay? You can't quite see it, but I've got a Spider-Man cap, sunglasses, t-shirt tucked into my trousers, dancing like a lunatic. I'm about to fall over now. And this is 1995, so this proves something here, right here. I am the inventor of twerking. This is my thing. Okay, forget Miley Cyrus or anyone else. I invented twerking. This is my thing. Okay, but fun, freedom, excitement, and everything like that. And there's just so many great things that, you know, if we move our body in a particular way, we can change our mental state. Okay, so I want you to feel it for yourself. So again, everyone stand up for me. Everyone stand up. Everyone stand up. Is there sound?
I'm trying to get it now.
Okay. Doesn't matter. What I want you to do is I want you to put your left hand out. I want you to put your left hand out. I want you to put your right finger like this. So you've got your right finger and you have it over someone's left hand. So for example, if I move your left hand there, you move your left hand there, you move your left hand there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we know what we're doing. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now what you're going to do is after 3, you're going to try and catch one finger and move your finger. So it's going to require a bit of extra thinking. So yeah, perfect example just here. So after 3, move your finger and catch someone else's finger. 1. No, people are cheating. People are cheating. People are cheating. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay. Now the other way around. So your left finger down. Your right hand out, left finger down, right hand out. Perfect, left finger down, right hand out. Okay, make sure your finger is only a few inches off someone's hand, so that's too far away. So, there, closer, 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 closer. Perfect. Now the last time there was a hell of a lot of cheating going on, so I'm going to be watching. I don't want any cheating. 1. No, why are we moving? Why are we moving? That's cheating. No cheating. Every time someone moves, I'm going to start again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I want everyone to face that way, face to your left, and to the person in front of you, keep standing up. I want you to do little karate chops on their back, little karate chops on their back, little karate chops on their back. Your table should be in a line. Back left hand corner has got it. Love that, love that. Little karate chops, little karate chops. There we go, there we go, there we go. Face the other way, same again, same again. So again, little karate chops. These are your friends. These are your athlete buddies. These are people you have met today for the first time. Be well acquainted with them. Very calm. Finally, shake your bodies out, shake your bodies out, shake your bodies out, move up, jump up and down, and sit down. Sit down. None of you expected that this morning. Gets a bit weird. So that's what we can do with our body. And actually, just that physical energy, the way we move in our body, I'm not saying as a leader you have to be like, for a team meeting you should go, right, everyone put your left hand down, put your right finger down. That's not the only way to build confidence. But it's how you move your body. And if you sit, if you talk like this and we sit like this, we feel really down. I wish I was more confident, but I don't know how I'm going to be more confident. I'm really, really trying. Change your body. So I do shoulders back and down, chest up, head up, smile, and I'm there. That's it. What are your triggers? So I want you to have a think about that as well. Now, we're coming towards the end of my talk. So I'll sped it up a little bit so that you can get home in good time. I want to take you back to the speech I had to do at the church assembly that Miss Townsend had asked me to do, which I mentioned. And I'll take you straight to the night of the church, and I'm absolutely terrified. I've never been more scared in my entire life that I've got to do the speech. And I get there and I walk to the front of the church because I assume I'm speaking, so they're going to put me at the front of the church. But no, they send me all the way to the back of the church. So I sit all the way at the back of the church. And I sit at the back of the church and they call me to the front and they go, David Holman, will you please come to the front? And I was holding this speech and I was shaking like a leaf and I walked to the front. I looked at this speech and I thought, I definitely can't do this. I looked out at all of you and there's about as many people as there are now. I thought, I definitely can't do this. And then I looked at the speech again. And I thought, if there was anything I had to do in this moment, it would be to do this speech. See, Miss Townsend had taught me how to hold myself, how to posture myself, to feel more confident and to project confidence onto other people. Because that's the other thing, is when you move your body to feel more confident and it sends neuro associations to the brain to make you more confident, the way you talk changes, the way you move changes, and it projects onto everyone else, your teams, your colleagues, and whoever. She taught me how to stand. I had the pain of every single day looking out the window and wanting to go and play football, but I just thought, no. This is a big deal. I should take the lead on this. It's a real honour. I should get to do this and give some encouragement and direction to the students for next year. And I want to read the end of the speech to you. Do not lose heart. Though outwardly we may feel we're wasting away, inwardly we are being renewed day by day. It is both our light and darkness that gives unto us an eternal glory that far outweighs all. Do not focus on what is seen, but focus on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, for what is unseen is eternal. I believe and therefore I have spoken. Does anyone have a clue what any of that means? Because since 8 years old, I still have no clue. It sounds all right, but I didn't know what it meant. Still don't. But in all seriousness, I went back to my seat and I thought, you know what, I think I've done all right. And I'll never do a speech better than that. And I'm comfortable. That 8-year-old did a pretty good job that day. And that's the power of confidence. I wanted you to get 3 things from today. Okay, I wanted you to get 3 things. The first thing was how to deal with pain and setbacks. So we talked about 60 seconds to interpret a setback. 60 seconds to interpret a setback. And great leaders, what they do is they define their failures in a particular way, or they define their negative thoughts in a particular way, or the moments that they have had that have held them back. So for example, if someone said they're a Dish 3 IVF child, instead they might say, my parents spent all their money, did everything they could, failed so many times, went through so much emotional heartache to have me, but that's what they wanted me. And IVF treatment is not a miracle, but the fact that I'm alive, and it's so unlikely, not because I went through IVF treatment, but for any of us, how unlikely it is that you should be here. And that when you have 60 seconds to interpret a setback, maybe that's one of your first thoughts is, how lucky I am to be alive anyway. The second thing I wanted you to get is about how you use energy and how you move your body, how you posture yourself, how you hold yourself. And how you change that to make yourself feel more confident, but to project that confidence onto other people. That's what I wanted to do as well. Something I wanted to share with you. So, for example, for some of you, if you ever need more help, what I want to offer to everyone is a free digital copy of my book. And for the people who have volunteered, I've got hard copies for you if you would like them. And for any of you, I do free one-to-one sessions with people of a certain age, such as you. And if by any means that's something of interest to you, then you can come and see me afterwards. So I just wanted to flag those two things for all of you. The final thing I wanted to say, and I kept saying this one particular line, which was to draw a line in the sand and leave footprints beyond it. And some of you might be thinking, what the hell does that mean? First thing I want to do is I want you to shake your body out one more time. Shake your body out, shake your body out, shake your body out, shake your body out. Good, good. And this is what I meant by it. There was a boy who grew up in poverty, and he's walking down the streets and he's thinking, you know, I've got no chance of being a success. How am I ever going to be successful? I don't have the resources, don't have the abilities or talents or whatever. And the thing is, it's that kind of mindset that's a problem with our generation today. Our generation, we have more resources than anyone ever before, but we are the least resourceful generation. People used to speak up in history at the risk of being killed. Now people don't speak up at the risk of being laughed at. And people walk around as if waiting for a sign from God or a higher power or someone else, telling them to finally start their life. People walking around saying, when's it my turn? When's it my turn? Why are they lucky? When's it my turn? But we've all had our moment. We've had our sign. It was the day we were born. And that's what we need to remember. And so that's what great leaders do. So I talk about this boy who went through poverty. He sees a sign on a post. And on the post it says, if you want to be a great leader, meet me at the beach at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I've got nothing else to do, so okay. Goes to bed early, wakes up early, goes to the beach for 5 a.m. He gets to the beach and he sees one other boy there. And he goes, are you here to be a great leader? And the boy goes, yes, yeah, I'm here to be a great leader. At 5 a.m. dead, an elderly woman walks over and she goes, are you here to be great leaders? And they both said, yes. She goes to the first boy, I want you to walk as far down the beach as possible. Walk as far down the beach as possible. The boy goes, okay, fine. So he starts walking down the beach. He manages to walk about 2 miles. Does pretty well for his age. And eventually he goes, I'm not really sure about this. Why are we doing this? Don't really get it. And she goes, no, keep walking. So he keeps walking, walks a little bit further and he goes, no, screw this. I'm not doing this. You haven't told me why we're doing this. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I give up on this. She draws a line in the sand in front of him and she goes, what are you going to do now? He goes, no, screw this. Whatever. I'm done. Walks off, goes home. She goes to the second boy. And she goes to the second boy, are you ready to walk? He goes, yeah. He maybe walks a mile, no further, walks a mile and collapses on his knees in exhaustion. He's like, I'm so weak, I'm so tired, I can't do this anymore. It doesn't make any sense, I'm so done. She draws a line in the sand in front of him and she says, what are you going to do now? He pulls himself up and he manages to take 10 more steps and then collapses in exhaustion. He goes, I couldn't even walk as far as the other boy. How am I going to be a great leader? How am I going to be a success? She goes, I don't care how far you walked. She said, I wanted to see what you did when I drew that line in the sand and what are the footprints you're going to leave then. She said, those 10 footsteps are what make you a great leader. So it's not about how much you want to do when you feel good and it's training and yeah, everything's going right. To be a great leader, it's that moment when you feel weak, tired, when everything's against you, where people aren't following you, where people aren't listening, where you're injured all the time, it's just not working for you. You draw a line in the sand and you leave footprints beyond it. Why? Because it changes your mental state. It gives you a psychological edge and confidence that other people don't have. Because if you haven't been there, chances are most people haven't been there either. And if you want to be an effective leader, that's where you've got to go. Draw a line in the sand and leave footprints beyond it. My name is David Holman. If you change today, today will change your life. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your life, and so please urge you, if you want to be a great leader, draw a line in the sand and leave footprints beyond it. Thank you very much. Thank you.